Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're doing my client Vanessa's nails. We did that super cute little seashell set for her trip to Aruba, which is so fun and which was like a year in the making. But we are starting off by removing her set. Also, I'm going to preface this by saying there's a cat laying beside me right now. Not my cat, my mom's cat. We're cat sitting. So if you hear him, he's a very noisy little guy. That's what that is. He's sleeping. I don't know, he's got his eyes open. He's like constantly 1 second away from his like little raspy meow that everyone thinks he's hissing. Oh, yeah, see, there he is. Knows I'm talking about him. So we're just starting off after doing a bit of removal on Vanessa. We are doing some prep. Vanessa just gets a classic gel mani, no builder or anything, but I still like to just file back to a thin, clear layer, so I'm not constantly retouching her nails, because she does on occasion like to grow them out, so I want to make sure that we have as much strength to her natural nail as possible. And then I'm going around, after pushing back the cuticles, I'm going around and removing any of the dead skin there with my little cuticle nippers. Also, just a preface, I'm a little bit raspy, dry throat at the moment. Allergies has hit me like a ton of bricks this year. It was like one day I just woke up and my eyes were swollen, and I was like, well, here we are, and it's been a pleasure ever since. So I'm a bit of a hot mess at the moment. Nothing's helping, which is a delight. Anyways, going in with my skiver bit, skiver. I think it's a skiver. I always get it wrong. I can never remember how it's pronounced. It's from Erica's ATA. I'll have it linked below. This one's actually not my favorite. I do prefer one of the ones that are a little bit more tapered. My favorite bit is actually the nib bit. But this one is good for just kind of pushing back the cuticle a little bit more and then doing some exfoliating, both on the cuticle and on the natural nail plate. And then after that, I'm just going in with my little Diami edge file here and filing Vanessa's nails into her preferred shape. I really like these files actually for natural nails. I won't use them if I'm doing builder or something, just because I do like something a little bit thicker. But for natural nails with a bit of product on, I usually go for these. If I'm starting with natural nails with no product on, then I'll go for one of the wood files. Yeah, it's just my preference. And then I'm going in with a sanding band. And so first I start by going around the natural part of the nail, making sure I'm getting off any lifting with the remaining product there. And then I'm going all over the gel that I've left on, just to even everything out, thin it out a bit more. I usually, oh, never mind. I was gonna say you'll see me going a bit more intense on the nail, but it's because I have that product still there. I'm not too concerned with over filing on the nail. But now I am going in with the Gel Bottles Clear Rubber Base. Is that what it's called? Why does it seem so weird? Rubber base, the rubber base gel. Okay. God, my mind is just going through it right now. So I'm going in with a thin layer of that to all the nails, and then I cure that on the low heat mode on the lamp, because with the rubber base it can burn. Yeah, so you want to be sure to do that. And then I'm going in with my Zemi Funnit gel. This is just a light white syrupy gel, and applying 2 thin coats of that to all the nails. The Zemi Funnit gels, I'm realizing, I haven't used a ton of syrup gels, only a few different brands, but I really like these ones. The consistency is beautiful and they don't go on streaky, which is really nice. Oh, the only thing with the Funnit gels is the balls are really teeny tiny. So if it's like regular colors that you use all the time, like I use a lot of this like milky white color, you'll end up going through it rather quickly. But like, look how beautiful they are. And the way I like to do it with, especially with syrup gels, I do find them to run around a little bit more, to move around a bit. So I'll usually apply like 3 fingers at a time and then get the client to pop in, and then do the other 2 fingers, just so everything kind of stays in place. And I'm going to be doing some airbrushing and a little bit of hand painting, so I'm going in with a matte top coat and applying that to all of the nails. I always matte top coat or have like a rough buffed up surface before I airbrush. And then with hand painting stuff, it just makes it also easier to hand paint on something that's not shiny. So I'm just going in and airbrushing most of the nails. I think I do 4 or 5 fingers on each hand. And I use One Air airbrush paint. I'll have that link down below. It's a non-gel paint. It's just like an acrylic paint. And I was really concerned about it chipping when I first started using it, but as long as you follow kind of like chrome procedures, like filing the edge, making sure nothing's on, capping it in with clear coat, then it's totally fine. I don't have any issues with it. And then I'm just using my Izemi Neo base in the thin viscosity to cap in the airbrush. This is my favorite product actually for capping an airbrush. I go through bottles and bottles of it. Then I'm using Princess from the gel bottle, which is this really cute pink color. And I'm doing a checkerboard nail. Super fun. I'm using my 20mm brush from Sissy. I was supposed to say Sissy Nail Supply. From Sissy, and I find using a longer brush is actually really great when you're doing things like checkerboard because it absorbs any kind of shakiness in your hands, so you're able to draw out straight lines. I still really want to get my hands on some painting gels, like some thicker gels, maybe like the D-gel ones, or I saw another brand. Sweetie was getting a new kind of product launch from the brand DVOK, and it looked kind of like, it's like a painter's palette with like squeeze tubes, and that caught my eye also. It kind of gave me the MPA palette, but like a little bit more elevated seeming, like felt a little bit more luxurious based on the branding that I've seen so far, but I haven't, I don't think the product's released yet, so I haven't seen any people using it, or I don't know what the quality's like, but it caught my eye. But yeah, I definitely want to get some painting gels. And there's my head. And so now I'm using that same Neo base, Izemi Neo base, as a little sticky layer to pop some of these little cute confetti hollow stars on. I love these stars. I totally forgot. I have like so many confetti pieces and I haven't used them in so long. And then I saw someone else using confetti pieces and I was like, oh my god, I totally forgot that these exist. Let me just start using them again. I'm gonna try and put them on everyone, I think, these days. Because they're so fun. So I'm applying those to 4 of the fingers. And then I'm using the Daily Charm jewelry gel. I think it's like a stay put gel. And I'm using that to apply my charms. And that, oh god, that gel is so nuts. Like it really, really keeps everything on. So I just applied one of the MPA UV color changing hearts, and then I'm throwing a big old My Melody charm on top, using my Diami pin cure light to flash cure that on. I love this, it's so cute. And then again, I'm using my actually I don't know if the hearts are MPA. The bows are though. I'm using one of the MPA bows. That's another color changing bow, and I'm flashing that onto the thumb. And then using basically the same charms on the other hand. Look how cute that is. And the hearts are really good about changing in the sun. The bows, I would say, change less, but the hearts like really change out in the sun, which is so fun. And another My Melody charm. And then I'm just going over with the Izemi resin in the quick version, just to do a little layer over top of the little confettis there to make sure everything is locked and loaded. I don't want any sharp pokey edges sticking out, so it's nice to encapsulate in just like a thin layer. And then I'm using the Show Me Artist gel, clear gel, just to go around those charms and make sure everything's kind of locked in there. And it also helps because the Daily Charm gel is quite thick, so it doesn't like naturally level out. So by going around the charm with another gel, it kind of evens out the surface a little bit, so it's not so, I don't know, rigid or like shelf-like. There's no step up of gel basically. And then I'm going in with my Izemi resin 99.9 top in low, which is one of my favorite top coats. I use it a ton. I can't even specifically explain why I love it so much. I don't know, it's really good. I'm going over the top of everything basically. This is a top coat that cures with a dispersion layer, so you do have to wipe that off. It really does wear nicely. It's a little bit more, I wouldn't say it's an extremely hard feeling top coat, so I do feel like it absorbs any stress a bit better than like a straight up hard top coat. And yeah, it stays shiny for a really long time, which is nice. And there we have it, the final product. And then I'm putting the UV light over top so then you can see the color changing. How effing cute is this set? Oh my god, the thumbs. Can we just have a moment for the thumbs? But I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you want to see down below and I'll catch you in the next one.